Hi there, welcome to the Stellar Wyckoff session. We'll look at both weekly and daily time frame with their respective Wyckoff method analysis in there. So let's quickly look at the weekly because it affects or constrain what the daily can do. So last week we put in this upthrust tag over here. We were basically asking the question, is the price heading towards an upthrust? That's a test that's basically higher than the buying climax back in November last year. However, just last week, it was a very close range fight between the bears and the bulls, and it seems like they found an equilibrium around the 46 cents range, and then currently it's still like they're still battling around this 46 cents area. So the volume itself, it's been declining. Well, for the red one, it's a good sign if you're a bear, not bear, bulls, because it's not going very deep. However, this week we've started just like a little bit less than 2 days. Hopefully in the next few days the volume will pick up, and then if you're the bulls, then obviously you want it to shoot high and show us like another high. But if it's really only just a crazy LPSY, the last point of supply, then we would expect the price to retrace back to somewhere maybe near the purple line at around 34 cents. Currently it's finding support at the green line. You see these wicks. Both candles are currently still staying above the 44 cents. That's a support line defined by this second test earlier, like late last year and the beginning of this year. So given the big picture, if volume doesn't catch up, if this is really an LPSY and retracement happens, what's next is, well, honestly, you can call this an LPSY. I can call it another test as well. So I mentioned many times in many sessions, I don't care about the name, how it's named, like, not that I'm not caring, it's like, it's not 100% thing that it gives us good reference, but then we have to understand those everything up there, these tips are all tests of demands. So no matter what name we give them, it's still a test. If it's sufficient, it has sufficient demand and sufficient hype, it can go higher, and we give it a different name. But if we categorize it, they are all basically tests. So back to the daily chart. Here, we talked about this buying climax and say, okay, we probably have an automatic reaction and then a second test. And now it seems like it's trying to stay above this yellow support line. So you see over the past 9 days, it has been, even though it's red candles, it's still trying to stay above this 44 cents support line. This support line is extended from these trading range. You see these peaks over here, right? So that's where we're expecting it to stay for a while, but looking at the volume, it seems it's not getting anywhere at the moment. I just want to quickly check the squeeze again. So currently there's not much squeeze. When I say squeeze, is where the orange line brackets the purple, and when that happens, there will be a drastic price change, like what happened just the beginning of this month, around the 5th to the 7th. That's when it started. So currently the purple is way outside of the orange. However, one caveat is it doesn't mean always going to the upside. If a squeeze happens, it can always go the other side as well. So it doesn't tell us which side it's going. It's just going to tell us whether there is a drastic move that's about to happen. So currently it doesn't seem like it is. So I'm not surprised if the price is going to trade range bound between the 50 cents down to 45 or 44 cents range. So that's how I see it for now. And given the changes can happen quickly in a daily chart for Wyckoff, don't be surprised that a sign of weakness happens somewhere around here at the 39 cents or 40 cents range. This was where this gap happened, and there were actually some peaks over there back in January. So this 37 cents range to the 40 cents range, there is an interim support, but it's not as strong as this line over here at around 35 cents. So while it can trade range bound, do expect a sign of weakness may happen somewhere, maybe even before my next video about Stellar comes out. So always remember, 3 or 4 stages can happen between my videos, so don't wait for my videos, please. Keep track of all the news. If there's something not right, stop loss can help us. Always remember, put in a stop loss.